Hello everyone, this is Brandon from CryptoSkim.com. I'm just giving you another update. Sorry for bugging you guys with all this stuff right now, but a lot going on. We just went through another major milestone last night. I put out a skim video last night called BTC Update 7/21/17. If you guys saw that or not. And in that update, I was talking a little bit about price and the BIP91 activation and what I thought might happen. And I talked about, that we would probably see a big move coming out of here. We had some consolidation. We started to kind of troll up a little bit. I thought it was possible we could retest this high and who knows, go through it. That was kind of my thoughts, but actually the opposite happened. And I said, who knows what's going to happen? We could have a big sell-off, but it seems to be not a real big dump or sell-off, but it seems to be a lot of uncertainty, but it is trending downward. And let's take a look at some things that happened last night that I just wanted to cover. Some things that I missed that I didn't really foresee until now. I'm taking a look at some things. So right after I put out that video talking about BIP91 activation coming and my thoughts on all that, there was a tweet that came out from Jimmy Song. And Jimmy Song he's a good guy to follow. He's a core Bitcoin core developer, also entrepreneur. He's a pretty big voice in this space, especially lately. He's got a lot of big name followers and stuff like that like to see what he's talking about and what his thoughts are on things. He weighs in a lot of things. He's got a lot of really good things to say, and he's got a very good technical, deep understanding of a lot of this stuff, up to date, up to speed. So he said this last night, that our BTC is moving towards Bitcoin Cash. Well, what the heck is Bitcoin Cash? I haven't really talked about that much. So he said he's going to be putting out an article about that. So first off, our BTC is just it's just a Reddit group. There's our Bitcoin, there's our BTC. So it's a group of users. So I guess, I don't know how many of them are miners that actually have hashing power, but of course any of these people could use their computers to run full nodes. Move this over a little bit. And we do see the node count growing. If we go to CoinDance and we look at nodes, we got this Bitcoin ABC. And I see that, let me refresh. I refreshed earlier and I saw a couple nodes come on. It's still sitting at 115. But the node count is growing slowly. So what is Bitcoin ABC? Well, if you go to bitcoinabc.org, you get this page here, and it talks about what it is, learn about Bitcoin Cash. So basically, it just says here it's a group of miners, developers, investors, and Bitcoin users. They're going to upgrade the Bitcoin protocol as specified by the user-activated hard fork. And what is the user-activated hard fork, right? This stuff gets really rabbit hole, a lot of different things to think about. And what they're referring to here, I believe, is something that was put out by Bitmain, which is the largest, one of the largest. They run Antpool, they run a lot of different, they run Antpool and I think another pool or two. So they have a lot of hashing power, and they're also the largest Bitcoin chip manufacturer that has emerged since 2009 when all this started and Bitcoin launched. So, they got this contingency plan they put out a long time ago. This was June 14th. But, down here at the end, basically it talks about how they're going to implement like 8 megabyte blocks, right? Get kind of lost in this thing here, but somewhere down here it talks about 8 megabyte blocks. So these are the you probably heard about small block versus big block. These are the big block people. So that's kind of what Bitcoin ABC is. It's just another implementation of Bitcoin. It's a fork from the original core code. The cool thing about Bitcoin ABC is, like, for all of us, like, why do we care? Is that it's just a fork from Bitcoin, because it'll be a hard fork. There's going to be a loosening of the rules because they want to implement this. It must be big block rule. So 8 megabytes is the block that they want to target. So in order to do that, that's a change to the protocol. So that would require a hard fork. It'd be a loosening of the rules, right? Versus SegWit, which is a soft fork or a tightening of the rules. So having said all that, so if you have Bitcoin before the split, so they're aiming to do this August 1st. In looking back on this flow chart, there was a flow chart back here somewhere I had. Oh my goodness. But anyway, there was a flow chart that, here we go. I thought I thought maybe this ABC client was going to only activate through channel of UASF if they gain majority. So I thought maybe going down this route with SegWit 2X winning out, that would kind of make this null, because in their language, in that contingency plan that Bitmain put out that they appear to be supporting ABC, they said that in the event of a user-activated soft fork, they would do this. And they've been publicly supporting SegWit 2X, all this stuff this entire time, and they signed the New York agreement. So I thought that would kind of make this contingency coin, moot. But it's moving forward anyway. According to what they're saying, August 1st, they're going to roll this thing out. And you could buy the coins right now via BTC. Is started to exchange trading it. The coin for now. I think it started out like $200, it rose up to like $900 equivalent US dollar, and then it's back down like around $400 or $500 right now. So some of the uncertainty that's going on with everything we see here, we see a lot of the market has sold off pretty significantly, a couple hundred points, and here's some of the reasons. This Jimmy Song guy also put out a good, I'll link to this at the bottom of this video too, but he put out a good blog post here on Medium talking about some potential problems we could see with BIP91 too that I didn't really talk about. And so there's some uncertainty while we move into this new world of running, having nodes running this new code. So there could be people that sign the New York agreement or SegWit 2X that aren't going to be signaling for, or they're not going to do it right away. We got the cautious miner scenario, and you can read through this if you'd like. We got the malicious miner scenario, where there's going to be some that are just not going to do it. They say they're going to signal for it. Market moves up in anticipation of, and then all of a sudden they don't signal for SegWit. So we'll get nodes that will reject that block, and then we'll have a chain split or a coin split. So that's another possible scenario. Could be reasons of this uncertainty in the market right now. Another one is, there could be a bug. There could be bugs with this new code that just come up. You can have code and it can compile and all this stuff, but then you could still find bugs down the road, as we've seen with software in this space, even in the last couple of years in Ethereum and a lot of different other things. So yeah, a lot of different things right now going on with that, but basically in conclusion too, he put out another recommendation that he recommends that everybody get their Bitcoins off exchanges before the 1st of August. And I think everybody was kind of already thinking that, and they're on that page anyway before this Bitcoin Cash announcement. Maybe some of that thought kind of went to sleep with people getting a little more confident that this BIP91 was gaining traction, and regardless of where they stood on the block size debate, for most users, they just felt good that it seemed to be some sort of majority consensus was coming together to where we would avoid a coin split. But it's very possible that this Bitcoin Cash implementation could have enough traction to where it won't just be a tiny little niche group. It might gain quite a bit, and as we see here on CoinDance, the nodes, 115 nodes, it's getting up there, and I'll continue to watch that. It might be an opportunity here too. I try to stay neutral to a lot of this stuff. You can download this the software, and if you have a miner or some spare miners and you don't want to try to jump in and mine Bitcoin because the difficulty is so high, maybe you could, since they're using the same proof of work algorithm, I think you could mine with a standard ASIC miner if you had it set up for Bitcoin. So I might even try to do that later. I might download this this core and see if I can get the block synced and see if it's possible to get ready to mine it and stuff like that. So we'll see how this stuff works out. But I just wanted to put out a video, kind of giving an update. These are uncertain times, and just kind of let you know what I'm doing. I bought. Yeah, I'm down at this level here. I've been going back and forth buying and selling, and so I'm gonna hold. I'm not gonna try to get my legs chopped off. It might sell off lower, but right now it's just too choppy. It's too uncertain for me to see what's gonna happen. So we'll keep updated, but just kind of let you know where I'm at. I'm still in my Bitcoin position. I didn't sell overnight. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do, but if you're curious in what I'm doing, and you shouldn't do what I'm doing just because I'm doing it, because I'm just another Bitcoin user. So make your own decisions. But I just wanted to give an update of what's going on, because we had this big event happen, and then we had a big market move, and then we've had some new development announcements from Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin ABC. So I want to make people aware of that. You can look into it and see if Bitcoin Cash is for you, or Bitcoin ABC, or just to be aware of it is a good thing. So yeah. So anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday. Sorry for bugging you on a Sunday, and I'll get out of here real quick. And have a great day.